Hi, my name is Lars Weinand from Nvidia. I'm Senior Technical Marketing Manager and I work with the PR, marketing and events team in Europe to explain, to showcase and demo the latest and greatest technologies that we from Nvidia bring to the market. Nvidia is a world leader in visual computing and the inventor of the GPU, the graphics processor unit. We drive displays from mobile up to PC, workstation processors, and car entertainment systems where we all deliver the graphics horsepower to drive the displays in those devices. Well, Nvidia is a market leader when it comes to graphics processors for PC computer gaming. So if you drive computer games, what you want to have is a GeForce GTX graphics cards to drive your displays to showcase your games in the best possible quality that you can get. Panasonic and Nvidia, we worked together in the past already when the whole new 3D revolution came into the market. So we were able, through this collaboration, to experience 3D games in real 3D on a large Panasonic TV in your living room. And now we extend this to the next level using 4K TVs. When you use a 4K displays, you're using 4 times the quality, 4 times the resolution of a 1080p display that is common today. And with the new Panasonic 4K TV, you can use a GeForce GTX to use your games today in 4K, and you get an absolutely immersive experience with that. We combine our strengths together from Panasonic on the display side to Nvidia to the graphics side, even to the game developers who deliver the great game contents like from Slightly Mad Studios and Square Enix. They use our GTX graphics processors to drive their games in 4K to the amazing Panasonic displays.
Hi, I'm Andy Tudor, Creative Director at Slightly Mad Studios. So Slightly Mad Studios is a video game company. We've been responsible for making some of the biggest racing franchises over the last few years, including Test Drive and Need for Speed, and we're currently working on our latest project, Project Cars. From a previous collaboration with Nvidia on the Need for Speed Shift franchise, they were kind enough to put us in contact with Panasonic, who are here at IFA showcasing their brand new Viera 4K TVs, which are going to provide gamers with a brand new sense of immersion and clarity. When we make video games, we try to put as much attention to detail in as possible. So in the terms of a racing game, that means our car artists are crafting the digital versions of the cars just as equally good as the real life versions. In terms of our track artists, it means that we're taking thousands of reference photos of the actual real circuits and they're recreating them digitally pixel perfect. Some of that definition, unfortunately, gets quite lost on standard definition televisions, and therefore gamers, when they sit down in front of their televisions, they're not seeing all that attention to detail that our artists have slaved over. With these brand new 4K TVs, however, you're seeing a level of scale and a level of clarity that has never been seen before. Televisions have gone through an evolution in just a short amount of time, from 4:3 to widescreen to 1080p and now 4K. And the sense of scale and the sense of clarity that you're getting with these experiences is second to none, and it's something that gamers have never seen before. Panasonic are pioneers in the area of 4K, offering an unprecedented amount of immersion, scale, and sense of detail in every image that you can see on these 4K Viera TVs. For gamers, and 4K gaming in particular, that means that players are going to be able to sit on their sofas and experience something like they've never seen before, and it's going to take them into the future and beyond. When we're working with Panasonic, we're talking every single day over a number of different things. So whether that is giving feedback on the latest prototype TV that has been sent over, or we're capturing footage that is then sent to Panasonic to be edited into a great movie that is going to be shown all the way around the world, or whether we're providing a dedicated build of our Project Cars title to show at something like IFA. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go! Gamers are always looking for the next big thing, and 4K is that experience. So when players see Project Cars at 4K, they're going to be seeing all the attention to detail that we've put in there that is not possible to be seen at standard definition. So when you look at the tyres, the suspension, you look under the hood at the engine, you're going to be seeing an insane amount of detail that really showcases our engine and gives players a brand new experience that they won't find in competing products. So you're going to be playing our game and you're going to be racing around these tracks and looking at the huge amount of detail that we've got in these cars, and that's only possible within Project Cars on Panasonic. Our engine runs at 4K and it runs at 60 frames a second, and Nvidia is the only company with the only graphics card capable of powering this. And when it comes to televisions and displaying that and showcasing that, Panasonic TVs are the ideal choice. The innovation in our collaboration with Panasonic, Nvidia and ourselves is that all three companies rely on each other and need each other in order to be successful. And with all three companies working in synergy, the game is showing off what is capable on next generation hardware. Take this guy on the inside here. Too much though!
The biggest challenge of all of this bringing PC gaming to 4K is to be able to process all the amount of data that is needed for this unbelievable image quality. That comes from the game itself. It needs to produce all these images, the content needs to be great, textures need to be amazing. Then from the graphics processor on our side, the GTX card has to render it at 60 frames a second, and then the Panasonic display has to display the image without any delay at the best possible quality. And when all this works together, you get the very best gaming experience that you can imagine today. To understand what 4K means in terms of processing power that is needed, you can see the games like Project Cars or Final Fantasy XIV, they give the job to our graphics card to render the image. In the past, you had to render at 1080p, an example, which is 1920 by 1080 pixels, but you have to do this 60 times a second to achieve the 60 frames, but now you have to do this 4 times the size and still 60 times a second. So we work close with the game developers so they can optimize their games for 4K. Then we optimize our GPUs, graphics cards for 4K, to display all this in 4K on the new Panasonic 4K displays. What makes the Panasonic 4K display very special is for us at Nvidia that the DisplayPort 1.2 connector, which is a professional connector, so you can use your display for computer games and as well for professional graphics usage. And our GTX graphics cards have a DisplayPort output, so it is a plug and play with one cable, and you can experience 60 frames a second, which is very unique to a DisplayPort connection. And that makes the Panasonic display very special to us at Nvidia today. This is all technical, but the end result, when you watch the image in 4K, you play your game in 4K, it will be the very best gaming experience that you have ever seen. 4K, you have to see it to believe it, how sharp it is. You go closer and closer to your display and you cannot see a pixel. The quality is unlike anything you have seen before. You will be blown away. So it is hard to describe, you have to see it, but it is much, much better than anything that you have seen before when it comes to gaming.
皆さんこんにちは。株式会社スクエアエニックスファイナルファンタジー14新生エオルゼアプロデューサー兼ディレクターの吉田直樹と申します。ファイナルファンタジー14新生エオルゼアはこの8月27日に全世界同時発売されるファイナルファンタジーシリーズの最新作になっています。数百人のプレイヤーが同時に画面に映り込むゲームでもあるので、僕らもクオリティを落とさず、その 4K の力、それから、大画面っていう解像度の中で、Nvidia さんの強力なハードウェアも使いながら、今まで見たことのないゲームエクスペリエンスが感じられるゲームにどこまで近づけるかという挑戦をしているのが今現状になります。こだわった人にはこだわっただけのやっぱり特別な体験があるべきだと思いますし、それが今回一緒に共同でコラボレーションさせていただいててすごく出せてる部分じゃないかなと思ってます。 やっぱり僕らデバイスがなければユーザーに体験を届けることができない中で、じゃあ僕らはそれだけのその環境を用意しました、あなたたちはじゃあここで何を見せてくれますかっていうお話をいただいたのがものすごくやっぱりやりがいを感じるポイントですし、特に Nvidia さんの方からもここまでの水準でそのグラフィックスが表現できるからこそこの 4K テレビにふさわしいデモンストレーションが作れないですかというお話をいただいて、そういう意味だと意思もモチベーションも合致したっていうところが僕個人はものすごい面白い出会いだったなと思いますし、今後も何かあるごとにいろんな挑戦をさせていただけたらなと思っています。
The unique features of the 4K experience brought to you by Panasonic and Nvidia are an immersive image quality, sharper images, crisper details. You cannot see single pixels anymore. It brings PC gaming to the very next level, and you should see it. What makes our cooperation really outstanding is all the enthusiasm that Nvidia, Panasonic, Slightly Mad, Square Enix put into this project to bring the best and greatest 4K experience out to the consumer and make it work. And the results are simply unbelievable. They really blow you away.
Panasonic.